All right. Crossroads podcast number 16 with Heather Lusby. What's up?
Hey, what's up, man?
Did I say your name correctly?
Yes, yes, thank you.
Nice. Yeah, what's up? I'm out here in Montana. You're in Idaho or?
Yeah, Boise.
Cool.
Yeah,
Um, yeah, I went out to Boise. I think I went to the Shredder out there.
yeah.
Nice.
That venue's pretty lit. It's been in the city for a long time. It's like a monument now. Got a little skate park in it. Pretty lit.
That's awesome. So I see BettaLife Entertainment or BettaLife. How do you
Yeah,
pronounce that?
BettaLife. You got it right.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, because I noticed the difference. Better Life on Facebook, and then your website was spelt differently.
Yeah, due to the domain.
Oh, true that.
Yeah, due to the domain, I had to go with it. But
Yeah, there's always stuff like that with the internet and money and
yeah.
whatever. So, yeah, what do you got going out in Boise, Idaho with Better Life Entertainment?
Man, right now we're cooking up this little charity event. It'll be December 12th at the Ironwood here in Boise. But we're doing this
Nice.
thing for the local foster kids here. There's a lot of artists in the valley that relate to that, so we're all coming together and doing a little charity event, raise some money for them. So that'll be really fun.
That's
Uh,
awesome. That's great to do for the community, for sure.
yeah, there's a lot of kids in foster care here, and it's happened to a lot of us artists, and there's a reason. Like music saves lives, I believe. So it's cool to be able to go and talk to some kids about it. And I have some friends coming from out of town that are gonna do some music and dinner. It'll be a good time, but
Nice.
we're hoping to bring some awareness to that place so they can get some attention, you know.
Yeah, for sure. The venue you talking?
The children's home.
Oh,
So it's the Idaho Society for Children, and they just deal with all foster care children, at-risk youth kids
that
that they're
is incredible. I
yeah.
commend you for doing that. That is so like
And what's crazy is there's been a lot of outpouring about artists in the area that they relate to it. They were in foster care or they could have ended up in the system and blah blah blah. So it's nice to see that it relates to other people and the kids get a chance to see all these different music artists that do it without having the issue. And it really, that's what represents the company, is you can live a better life and not have to go down the messed up path. A bunch
I
of people are
love
there.
the name for
Yeah,
sure. I mean, that's, definitely what it's all about with the music and inspiring people. So, are you yourself an artist or just
no man,
managing?
really, I just kind of like found I liked music and I didn't really know how I fit with it because I didn't write necessarily.
Hmm.
But I worked with some artists in the valley, met a whole bunch of people. Like I grew up here and did a lot of work with other artists in other areas and found out that I like throwing shows. I love putting together shows and watching them come together. October 3rd this year, I brought Afro Man out here and we
Nice.
did
Afroman's awesome. Yeah,
we
I
did like
seen your profile picture. It looked like a dope show.
about 500 people on a Sunday night, man. It was epic, because
Nice.
it's just generational, so it mixed with everybody. Everybody knew that,
Right?
and
Yeah.
so it made for a good time. And I realized that I love to throw shows, so that's kind of where I landed on everything.
So, yeah, you kind of like event coordinate and just make things
Yeah,
happen for the artists. Because a lot of
yeah,
times the artists aren't good at that, you know?
yeah. Honestly, it's hard. A lot of them, I get a lot of messages all the time where they're like, "Hey, do you have any events coming up?" Blah blah blah. And I'm always down to put people on. Like next spring, I have about, I don't know, 8 or 9 shows right now lined up, and it's like I just rotate everybody that I know that comes through. Portland, Washington, got some Cali homies that are gonna come up for some shows. So it's just like being able to give these artists a platform where they don't necessarily have it. And I'm not out here trying to charge an arm and a leg because I realize how hard it already is, because I know so many guys in the industry and it is so expensive. So it's more about elevating the platform and giving these local guys something fun to do, without all the stress.
Yeah, true that. That's what it's all about for sure. So, I mean, probably next year I'll try to get out back on the road and touring. So, in my mind, I'm like, you'd be somebody to talk to
Definitely. I had a
about.
guy, a buddy from California, from the southern end, about Tracy, California, right in that area, Stockton. and he hit me up, and we put something together, got some local guys involved, and still had a great time, so
Nice.
absolutely. And I love throwing the shows, and the venue that I work with, Ironwood, shout out to them, because they just let me come in there and do my thing, and
Nice.
they always support it, so it's really nice.
Well, dope. Yeah, I will definitely talk to you about that stuff later when I plan to hit the road, and hopefully, we connected virtually,
Yeah.
which helps. Facebook messages are one thing, but talking like this helps, and it'd be great to actually get together in the real world. So I see on the website, it has a few different artists.
Mm-hmm.
So you work pretty closely with them then, or?
So in the very beginning, there was three of us that worked really tight. Sometimes in the world of business, you don't always see eye to eye.
Yeah,
We
I
had
know how that is.
Yeah, we had one venture off, and then the other gentleman, Easy does it. He's like a brother to me, but he had family and other things that he had to focus on. So I just kind of hold on to it so the music doesn't go anywhere. You
True
know,
that.
it's it stays it stays running no matter what, if he could be a part of it or not at the moment. And I just carry on the business name and just keep doing the thing.
Dude, Better
Uh,
Life. I love the
yeah,
name.
yeah.
Because that's what
It
it's all about. Most people are striving for a better life. I don't think anybody really wants their life to get any worse.
Yeah, no, who doesn't
Hard
want
enough.
that? My goal is just to elevate artists and show others that you don't have to write gang banging music. We don't have to go out and shoot each other to have a good time,
True
or
that.
fight or anything like that. We can have lit parties and have a great time and meet a bunch of cool people, and it doesn't have to be crazy anymore. And
Yeah.
so I
So
stick by that.
nice. Well, yeah, maybe you'll be able to help me plug in a little more with some of the artists in your area. I'll send you something about this. I make SOULFIRE beats as well. And so I'm putting together ciphers to try and connect with these different artists. Maybe you'd help me be able to find the right ones. Robbie was the one who connected us, right?
Yes, yeah, I've known Robbie for a long time. A lot of years. Watched that guy work really hard. So yeah, he's a cool. Shout out to Robbie for linking us up on that
Yeah,
one.
dude. Dirty Shirt.
Yeah, Dirty. He's the man.
I love that
Yeah,
name, Dirty Shirt. Ace Flow, is he out in that area too? Is he in
yeah.
Boise?
Ace is out here. He's in Nampa, I believe, right now. But he's the homie too. I rock with him as a supporter and a homie. He was actually got a chance to perform at the Afroman show, with us on a set. So that was pretty cool. Ace, shout out to Ace Flow. He's got a new project dropping. So you should check it out for sure.
Yeah, I'm supposed to talk to him soon. I did like a cartoon for him once,
Did
and
you do the spinning cartoon
the what?
for his video spinning? Did
Yeah,
you
I
do
did the
that
cartoon
project?
for that one.
Oh man, that thing was lit. Oh
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I just recently started getting into the cartoons. They're fun.
yeah,
But the
nope,
music is really, where it all brings us together.
yeah, absolutely. A unified platform just on music alone. Made a
Yeah,
lot
and
of
that's
cool
what I
friends.
noticed. Like, it's good for you to have the website. Not
Yeah.
everybody has a website, and it's nice to just be like,
Um,
yep, go to the website.
it's validity. People only take you as serious as you take yourself. So if you're not putting in the time, like I don't have a whole team out here. I have friends that help guide me, and teach me cool stuff along the way or whatever. But really, it's just you got to put in that muscle. And if I just have a Facebook page and you're just like, hey, come over here, you know, cool. But you got to look official for people to take you seriously. And
Yeah, and like you say, to build it in the long run, like you were talking about your goals with the
yeah, big goals.
Better Life Entertainment.
Yeah, I mean, the charity event is one thing, it's one step up, but the idea is just to bring awesome entertainment to where I grew up, my community, and give these local guys a chance to meet some of these guys and, shake hands with some of these bigger artists. You never know what could break from that. So, any
Yeah.
chance I get, I'll definitely throw a dope show and introduce the homies. Like
S-
Afro Man was the very first one, and uh, man, it was such a success. It was so crazy because on a Sunday night, you're
He's so
like, oh
rad.
yeah, okay, all right. This is a 50-50 shot to see who's man. There was such a long line, and he stayed and partied long after I left as a promoter, and then we took him out to a dispensary in Ontario, Oregon the next day. Shout out to Burt River Farms on that one. and did a meet and greet. He's like one of the coolest guys on the planet, and I still chat with him off and on. You know, we're still gonna come and bring him back again next spring for a cannabis event in Ontario.
Nice.
I'm pro cannabis for medical reasons, you know.
Oh, for
So
sure. Yeah, me too.
yeah, we're definitely gonna put on a really cool event out there, and just have like a camping festival. So the guy's down to earth. It's
That's
just
awesome.
that's my favorite part is introducing these other guys who've been there and done that to friends of mine that I consider close, you know. So
Well, yeah, and you know, one thing I thought of that was cool, like Afro Man was willing to work with, like people like we work together, and I'm like an unknown guy out here, just
yeah,
independent people. So being able, not everybody knows how to make those connections. So did you make that connection with him and reach out and put
yeah,
things
you know,
together?
yeah, I did. It's crazy because he popped up on Instagram. Instagram is hella slept on by people. But he popped up on Instagram on a live. I said something to him. He didn't respond. I said something again and he said, "Hey, hit that DM." And I just took my chances and he started talking to me. And then boom, I got his number, his email, all that, talked to him. And he takes care of all his business himself. Um, the only time I didn't deal with him directly was when we were setting up sound with his DJ. But yeah, it just took a shot in the dark. And honestly, that's worked out for me. Travis Thompson is an artist that I absolutely love. And I got him on my Instagram live to be able to bring him to Boise, which is cool
Nice.
because he's like one of my favorites. I think we got some Haystack, Stevie Stone, Brother Lynch, all the same way,
Nice.
all the same way. And it's just about, like I said, staying persistent. I look at emails, I look at all sorts of stuff. Like they list that stuff. They let you know. You just got to dig for it a little bit. So
Well, it sounds like you're doing it to it, and I'm stoked. I'm glad to
yeah,
connect with you, because, like you say, that's what it really comes down to is making those connections, communicating, and building the business in time.
we
Uh,
only you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. I heard that my whole life, you know, and it's absolutely true. If you ask or you attempt to work at that, you can achieve whatever goal you set. So
yeah, and
that's
it's funny because sometimes you'll have those nervous feelings like before a show, or before sending a DM or an email, or even doing a video chat like this.
yeah,
Like I'm like, yo,
absolutely.
this is super easy, but it's I still
Yeah,
get
it's the
those
build
nervous
up.
feelings and
Yeah, the build up. It was exciting after we did Afro Man. It just went to show that it's possible. All you got to do is work at it. Like I said, I made good connections there with the owner of the venue. She's awesome to us. You know, very fair, helps out. And then I have one other side partner. Her name is Lyric from Book Events Boise. She'll look her up
nice.
at interview. She's awesome, and we work together on stuff. And yeah, definitely creating a good team and a good buzz around it makes it possible. And then just working
Yeah.
at it.
True that. How long you been doing it now?
Man, I'm telling you, just a year. I got my business license
Oh,
in
really?
January of this year.
Great
Yeah,
work.
yeah. I didn't take it very serious at first. I met some friends in Oregon that kind of were in the music in that industry over there, local, and I like started watching them and hanging out with them, and I went to some of their shows and listening to them, and I was like, oh man, I really love this. Like I could go to music school and just make a, you know, but I didn't take it seriously. And then at the beginning of the year, it was like, it's now or never, it's do or die. You got to find out what you really are made of, because do you want to just love music or do you want to just do this? And I wanted to do music more than anything. So took the plunge and got the business license just this year. So
Nice. Well,
pretty
yeah, I
cool.
mean, like you say, it seems like there's usually a good circuit of artists touring through this region and
This
just
area stays
communicating
very
with them.
live with good music. It
Yeah, and I
does.
can't wait to connect more with you and the locals there. So if people want to connect with you, what's the best way? Probably Facebook,
Facebook,
Instagram.
Facebook or Instagram, definitely.
What's your
Facebook,
Instagram?
it's BLE Forever 208.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I'll find your links and I'll put them in the description.
absolutely. Yeah, Facebook for sure, or the business page. Facebook seems to be lit because I have like 3,000 people on Facebook, so that's the where you'll catch me the fastest,
Right.
just because it's right there in my palms and tons of people talking me through that. So
Yeah, it's definitely a great tool for sure.
yeah, yeah, I don't know. Some days I don't know what I would do without it.
I know, it's like I've wrestled with it because at times I was like, I would go through the motions of like, I like this, I don't like this, it, would change. But ultimately, it's like so much communication, event coordinating to make this chat happen,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know? Yeah.
Social media is a crazy monster, but like yeah, like you said, some days I'm like, oh, I don't even want to with social media today. But at the end of the day, like the communication and the reach that it has, it's introduced me to artists from Florida to Oklahoma City to Mobile, Alabama, California, all these people that I talk to on a crazy daily basis, and it wouldn't happen without the internet. So I kind of, all right, I'll make the sacrifice today.
True that. Yeah, if you got a dream to make happen, there's some sacrifices in order
Yeah.
to make the dream come true.
Yeah,
Well,
but it's
sweet.
also
I'm
been a life
super
lesson.
stoked that you're taking the plunge, and a year into it, sounds like it's going good so far.
Yeah, a year into it, super ups and downs, a lot of downs that comes with it, but a lot of
Oh, for
lessons,
sure.
a lot of lessons. I just can't say any more than just blessed because even in the down swoop, it taught me a lot. Taught me a lot about the business, how to cover your end and to make sure that you're safe and not
Oh,
in a compromising situation, regardless of money, promotion, agreements, get it all in
yeah.
writing, no matter
Oh, for
what.
sure. I've learned that the hard way.
Yeah,
And
same.
to any artists out there, I always recommend to them if you're not, but not everybody has a business mind. But
Yeah,
like you say, getting a legit business going on. That way you can do the whole write off some of your expenses and then build your business credit so you can
yeah.
get like credit card or a loan to invest in
You
something.
just gotta take yourself seriously, and nobody wants to lose out on money, or you don't want to end up in a compromising situation where you're to blame for something, and
Hmm.
but my word is good, but your word is good. You just have to make sure that you take yourself seriously when you get to a certain level. Once you're past just rapping for your homies, and you're like, okay, I'm really doing this. You have to take yourself seriously as an artist, whether it's registering your stuff through ASCAP or BMI,
Another
getting
thing
yourself
I'd recommend with people for
getting yourself
protection.
copyrighted and all that. Yeah, take care of yourself. You never want anybody to take anything from you by accident or on purpose. So
Exactly. And a lot of it sometimes might be just you forgot to you could have just filled out some stuff and maybe you put it off and you forgot about it, you know.
yeah, yep.
And
You take yourself seriously and educate yourself, especially if you're trying to make a business of it. You make sure that you know what is what because those taxes, man, the U.S. government don't play on that stuff.
yeah,
So
true that. They definitely want to get their money. If you're making money, they want some of it. And
they got to have a few coins out of your pocket. So
yeah, so I seen you had some merch. Did you get rid of all that?
I did. That stuff's on its way out right now. I like to keep stuff here and there, mainly around shows. So shout out to my aunt and uncle who own a tattoo shop. They press all my merch for me.
Oh, dope.
Yeah, Opal and
Nice.
Chris Riley. Yeah, Anarchy Inc. Man, they do. She does all my stuff for me.
I
Bless
want
their
to get
heart.
tattoo artists on this show eventually.
Yeah. I know a couple.
I seen a bunch of tats.
Yeah, I got one right here that's covered up right now with some fake skin on it because I just did it yesterday.
Oh, nice. Fresh.
It's a little painful. It's only half done. I'd show you, but it's not all the way there.
True that.
Uh,
Well, I mean, I'll
but
stay connected with you more now.
yeah, yeah, absolutely. I'd like to come back and show you, talk to you again after do a couple more cool things. Come back and
Yeah,
talk.
for sure. And like I said, in the next few months, probably spring of next year, I'll be gearing up to go back on the road. I just haven't been touring or anything since COVID,
Yeah,
and it's been like
put
a
a stamp on it.
slow. Like now, I'm just reconnecting and trying to not just reconnect with people, but create new connections.
Create the new connections. Yeah,
Yeah.
I feel like that's what happened after COVID too. Is like it was time to start building something different and adapting to the situation that we were given to us,
Mhm.
unfortunately by COVID. It shows that anybody in the industry is expendable. You got to watch out. You got to find a new way to make sure that you're staying moving, even if you can't do a show here or good on the, you have to make sure that you have a couple of outlets.
Yeah, for sure. Well, I'm stoked that we have the ability to do this chat
Yeah,
again. And yeah, we'll definitely do it again. Like you
definitely.
say, in a few months or something, I'll stay connected online. Maybe you can help plug me into some different
Oh
artists in
yeah, I
your
was gonna
area.
say that. Man, all in Northwest, anywhere from California all up to Washington. So I'll start saying, hey guys, hey guys, hey guys, and we'll get the show rolling. No,
Yeah,
tons of guys.
I'll figure out more ways that we can just, work together to create a better life. I love
Yeah,
that
yeah.
name, by the way.
Thank you so much. Yeah, shout out to
Well,
my
and
homie
that's,
who can buy it with me.
yeah. Oh, you do have a partner?
Well, at the moment, I'm running solo because the guy that me and him started originally, he's focusing on his family. He's
True
got 2
that.
kids and stuff. So I keep the music alive, and he gets to focus on his family, and I just keep pushing the brand. The
That's the
same
way
vision.
to be.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
can't.
kind of one of the things about the crossroads why I chose that name and branding was, it's like when you hit a crossroads in life, like what do I want to do? What choice do I make? What's going to be the better choice? And
Yeah,
you
and
choose
that's
not everybody goes for the dream because music is a hard business.
it's a hard dream to chase, but if you're determined enough, man, it happens. It's crazy. I've seen it happen overnight, and I've seen it take 10 years. It's nuts, but
True that. Yeah, well, you've done great in 1 year.
yeah.
And
Amen. I appreciate that. Thank you.
yeah, thank you for doing this podcast. Thank you for putting other artists on and helping giving them a platform and putting on shows. And
And I look forward to meeting you, man. Definitely, like you said, stay in touch, and we'll do some crazy fun stuff out here.
yeah, we'll stay plugged in and hopefully we make more and more connections and the business just grows.
Just grows and grows. You got it.
Yeah. Well, sweet. Yeah, I'll upload this. Like, I'll get it shared like tomorrow and I'll tag you and stuff. And
Perfect.
all right.
Awesome,
Well,
man. I'm
thank you very
excited.
much.
Yeah, thanks for having me, man. It's been a blessing.
Yeah. Have a good night.
Have a good night.
Later.